and like, genuine question to any Star Fox fans out there, if Star Fox Zero came out, oh god, there's more. If Star Fox Zero came out and the motion controls were just like an option, and the game had regular, like, pilot controls, would the game have been received better? Like, would the game have been better off if it just used the standard flight controls? Because here's the thing. I know that there are some people who really, really like the motion controls. But see, that's the thing. There has been no universally liked Star Fox game since 64. Because Assault tried... Now, granted, I'll give the franchise props for trying different things. Again, Assault had the on-foot missions. You know, Command, I think, tried to make it kind of like a more tactical kind of Star Fox game. You know, and then Zero really wanted to... Zero was ambitious, in my opinion. It really wanted to put you in the cockpit of Star Fox. It wanted to immerse you and make you feel like you were, you know, really in the action and shooting things. But Star Fox doesn't really need to be, like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, immerse us in the world, immerse us in the characters. Like there's a way to give us immersion, you know, without the motion controls. And now, this is coming from someone who's only ever played the demo for a short time. You know, so I guess I don't have that much room to talk, but, like, I feel like Star Fox is a very, very simple thing to get right, because there's not that much to 64. Like, 64 has, like, 3-4 major pathways. I mean, some different endings, yeah. But a single playthrough won't take you more than, like, an hour or two. The whole game might take you, like, 5-6 hours. But the game is fun. The game has multiple pathways. The game is replayable. That's all you need. You know, you just need a fun arcade shooter. You know, put some alternate paths in it. Maybe add a multiplayer, some other, like, you know, game modes, time attack, whatever. You know, because that, and again, multiple pathways. That, even though it's kind of a simple, straightforward, like, on-rail shooter, you know, 64 was still fun. And it's replayable. That's all you need. You gotta make it straightforward, fun, and replayable. I feel like that's all Star Fox fans are really looking for. And, you know, I understand Nintendo wanting to innovate, wanting to try something new. And the thing is that when Nintendo does that, when they do try something new, sometimes it works really, really well. Breath of the Wild was ambitious. Open world Zelda game worked extremely well. The Wii, motion control, something that was almost unprecedented in the gaming sphere. You know, there was some motion-based control and some motion-based stuff before, but Nintendo really took a chance, and it worked out tremendously. You know, even the DS, fucking 2 screens on the handheld, what the fuck is this shit? And it worked. You know, I understand that Nintendo's always trying to innovate, and that's never a bad thing. But I think when it comes to Star Fox, I think they're just thinking about it a bit too hard. I think all fans really want is a game in the style of 64, but one that's also just not a reboot, or, you know, plays off 64, because 64 was a reboot of the first game, and Zero was a reboot of, like, 64, you could take something from 64, but don't just make it Star Fox 64 again. If you want to do something new, give us new levels, give us new characters. Take them to a different part of the galaxy, man. Ratchet and Clank have saved multiple galaxies. They went to a different galaxy in the second game, went to a whole new galaxy in the Future series. You know, but all those games, you know, even the Future series, were still really solid because it kept building upon the foundation that Ratchet 1 set. And I feel like with Star Fox, they haven't so much built on the foundation, they've tried to redefine the foundation, you know, that the first game in 64, you know, left. You know, and again, you don't need motion controls. You don't need on-foot segments. You just need to make a really good on-rails arcade-like space shooter, and fans will be happy. Fans will buy it. You know, if you want to get ambitious with the story, sure. If you want to get ambitious with, with level design and like dogfights and stuff, sure, have at it. You know, but you don't need to force motion controls. You don't need to force on-foot segments. You don't need to turn the game into a Zelda game. You know, you just gotta build upon what Star Fox 64 did right, and 64 did a lot of things right. That's all you gotta do. And again, Assault gets so close. It gets so close because the actual like on-rail shooting segments, like what Star Fox is known for in Assault, really good. Like actually really good. Like really smooth, plays extremely well, very fun. And again, it feels like it expanded upon what 64 did right. The on-foot segments, while not the worst thing, I think could have used a bit more polish. Because it's definitely very rough around the edges. That's why Assault frustrates me so much, because Assault was right there. And instead of trying to building off of Assault's R-Wing sections, you know, with Command for the DS, and when it came out a few years later, you know, well, obviously the DS is not the best for 3D controls, but they tried to do something different again. And I guess, and like I said, trying to innovate, trying to try something new, that's fine. But I think Star Fox is at a point where you need to go back to what works. And Star Fox 64 is what works. Don't make it another carbon copy. Don't make it another remake or reboot. Just build upon what 64 did right. And you'll have a great Star Fox game.